Welcome to the stream, everybody. Set up the line real quick. I'll get a quick one in before we go to the game today. The game
From
4:45.
Oracle Park in San Francisco, Major League Baseball
It's
nightcap meets the New
Thursday
York
Monday
Mets
night
taking on
game.
the San
And on the
Francisco
weather for
Giants.
TV. Hope y'all really have like set up from the game so I can actually start streaming. Not rely on someone to hold my camera out, which would be pretty sick. I'm fun for it.
Boop Shelby alongside Chris Singleton. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the hill for the Giants, Logan Webb. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boog, this is a guy that struck out over 200 batters just a year ago. So he's definitely one of those guys that's got ridiculous swing and miss stuff. Hitters have to make a decision early, and that causes them to many times guess wrong and end up missing the baseball. But when you got a guy that's taking the mound that has the ability to send guys walking back to the dugout, it can be pretty fun to watch, and hopefully that's what we'll see in this one.
That one to first. Devers tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One pitch and one out. Juan Soto now. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one. Webb notched the complete game the last time on the hill.
I loved watching him throw that complete game, Boog. Just not that common anymore. Think about this. In the 21st century, only 2 pitchers have had a season with 10 complete games. In 1998 alone, 3 different pitchers did it. He showed some rare stamina.
This one popped up. Chapman has a beat on it. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Bo Bichette, the next to hit.
Why you doing? What are you saying about it?
And that is cut on and missed. Strike one.
That's one of the best stuff. But Mom doesn't allow people on base. He shuts them down, dude.
That's a ball.
Honestly.
And if they hit the ball, it's usually foul.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Now it's the Giants' turn. No score. This is Giants baseball. We go to the bottom of the first. Today's starting pitcher,
That's the guy
Nolan
who
McLean.
blew the
Singy, he was impressive his last
WBC
time
finals
out.
for him.
He's off to a
I'm
good
not
start,
talking about
getting a
that
win
again.
in his first start of the season, and so lifted a little bit of pressure. Right here, it's all about getting win number 2.
just off the outside edge. Ball one.
What?
Excuse me. I need a team.
What was that?
Warm it up.
Lifted in the
Yeah,
air
happy?
down the left side,
Alright.
and that's a fair ball. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
In the air, left field.
Oh,
He's
nice.
out, but he can't squeeze it. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged over to start the season and get into a slump.
Now it's Devers at the plate. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Swing and a foul out of play. First and second, no outs here in the second game of the series. Bounce to the right. Polanco to second for one. And that's a double play. Wow.
I don't know. I think he beat that. I think.
For me,
I
that's
think
one
he
of the
beat that
toughest double
throw.
plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then
Even
from
if
there,
after being so
completing
slow, I
it
think
back
he
to
beat that
first.
play.
Really good job all the way around.
Oh no.
Here's Matt Chapman.
Real time it looks a lot faster. I guess. I don't know.
Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run.
1-1.
And the Giants score first. It's 1-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
I see.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Strike 2. Man at second. And there's a ball. Pitch misses. Full count now. Got him swinging. Inning over, and it could have been worse.
Looking low, I should have been looking high.
RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching San Francisco
Took the
Giants
lead.
baseball on the show NorCal.
I just fell off.
Back here in San Francisco, and stepping in for New York, Jorge Polanco.
Well, I had no control now as the catcher. Oh yeah, you can no longer call defensive shifts, that's right. That's so whack.
Strike 2.
Feels like a changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty's his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
Strike one. Close, but called the ball. Ball one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
The 1-1.
No, if it was the one bang above my head.
There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That one ripped right center field. This one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for two. Now around second, going for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Back against the wall with two strikes.
I hit that right on triple valley. What do you guys want? I almost dived down. I was not diving for that ball.
You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
At the plate, Francisco Alvarez. Nice grab.
Wait.
Over to first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
I thought he caught that, so I was going to go back to home because I thought the runner took off for home, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. In worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
2 on, 1 out. And a swing and a miss there.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
That misses the zone. 2-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought he clipped the corner.
This one in the air, right field. That's a base hit. In from third is the tying run.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was an location where he can get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Luis Robert Jr. in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to as far as just a late swing.
Got him swinging.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Tyrone Taylor in the box now. Takes strike 1. The next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
It's close, but no.
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground, right side. In time to Devers. They limit the damage here. Pushes across.
I wish.
Bottom of the inning, and digging in for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. That one ripped right center field. A dive, and he can't haul it in.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked it.
So here's Bader now. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Grounded to third, could be 2. There's one. Throw to first, but he beat it. Ramos launched a homer in his most recent game. One out man at first. Here's Elliot Ramos coming off a 4-hit game back on Wednesday. Bader runs. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit. Rips that one to right.
Yes. Yeah.
And the inning is over. Through two, we're tied one apiece.
Alright, that's fine. I know where he's putting it. That's all that matters. I've got to figure it
On
out.
to the third inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor.
Malcolm!
Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. Lindor swings through that one. Struck him out looking. Lindor wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 1 so far. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Ball, inside.
And a swing and a miss. Right through there for a strike. Soto swinging a drive. Deep right field. Way back there. It's got a chance. And it bangs off the top of the wall. Not stopping. He's going for 3. He's safe, and that's a triple off the wall.
A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Bichette up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. One now. And that one is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. The batter now, Jorge Polanco, struck out swinging his first time. And he hits a ground ball right side. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. We move back here at Oracle Park. Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter, Luis Arias. And a foul ball. That one fouled off. 0-2 now. Hit on the ground to the right side. Polanco takes it to the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the third. And now Will Brennan. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. 2 down.
Up next for the Giants, first baseman
Devers now. He's 0 for 1.
No, that's a ball.
Oh, look at the stop. And they get the out. Giants go down quietly. They're down 2-1. Back here in San Francisco as we go to the top of the fourth. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And a big swing and a miss. Swings through that. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Quick 3-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence. The plan was clearly to work him inside. Didn't want to let him get his arms extended, make him a little bit uncomfortable in there, and he ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
Foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. To the right side, Fitzgerald. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Luis Robert. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one misses, and that's ball 1. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. That ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Matt Chapman. And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one hops the wall.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Digging in, Tyler Fitzgerald. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Out to short. Lindor flips to second. That's one. A sensational double play.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Base is empty after the double play. Patrick Bailey will hit next. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. That is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Mets 2 and the Giants 1. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball. Back here at Oracle Park, ready now for the 5th inning. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets.
Whoa.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Next offering is down low, and it's 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that's in for a strike. That catches the top part of the zone. Full count now. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Back to the top of the Mets order. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Swing and a miss. Popped in the air, left field. Ramos under it, and there are 2 outs. Here's Juan Soto. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
0-1. Bichette in his 7th season, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Line drive, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
The 1-0.
Strike one.
Two on, 2 outs. Swings through that one.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That's a laser base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit. He's 0 for 1.
That's the ball.
Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. This one in the air, center field. Robert under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Giants.
Luis Ariz stands in. Single back in the first and scored their only run. He's 1 for 2. Line drive, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now it's the right fielder, Will Brennan. 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 2 aboard, 2 outs. On the ground, right side, Simeon throws to first in time, and that's the inning. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
Brett Beatty.
Swinging a foul straight back. Fought off foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. On the ground at first. He'll do it himself. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Nope, that's inside.
There's a strike. And that's too high. Slice down the right side. Two down, nobody on. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Well, we go bottom 6, and digging in for San Francisco, Rafael Devers. Sliced hard but foul. That one ripped but foul. It drops in, gets away a little bit, and the tying run is on base.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here. Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
The Giants with the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Line drive, base hit. Runner holds up at second. 2 aboard now.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And up next for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald, third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. That one found hard the other way. Line drive, that's a base hit. Robert hustles it back in, and the tying run puts on the brakes at third base.
Here's the ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting a guy from second to score.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. So bases all loaded up. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. Golden opportunity right here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just a slow ground ball this time. Semien in plenty of time to first, and that is a big first out. And now Bader up to the plate.
Center fielder, Harrison Bader.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. Harrison Bader hits one out. Third home run of the season, and now they're out in front. It's 5-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Got two tater down, folks.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
One down. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Really nice swing in his last at-bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-1.
Strike two.
On the ground. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Giants, the shortstop.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Oscar Brazoban won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Luke Weaver.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor settles underneath it, and that ends the inning. One more look at the big blow for the Giants. Bye-bye, baby, a 3-run homer. We're through 6 full. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back here in San Francisco, and stepping in for New York, Luis Robert Jr. Late swing fouled off.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Right through there for a strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. The Mets trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there, and it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Out of here.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Soto stands in now and watches strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. Giants add on one more. Bye-bye, baby. Back here at Oracle Park, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Polanco steps
Up
on the
next
bag.
for the
One
Giants.
pitch and one out.
Right fielder.
Will Brennan, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 3. This one in the air, center field. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Giants. First
Here's Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two down, nobody on. Yeah, that's fouled off. Upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Now one missed. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Giants are down 1-2-3. Back here at Oracle Park, we go to the 8th. Bulbish.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. So up next, Jorge Polanco. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Grounds one to short. Schmidt. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Brett Beatty. Late on that fastball. On the ground to the left. Chapman over to first in time. And the Mets go 1-2-3. It's the Giants. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Kodai Senga.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Line drive to short and caught. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Man, that could have been a big swing in this game. Just unlucky at a really unfortunate time right there.
Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 0-1. Fitzgerald started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Nope, he held back. 1-2 here. got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And up next for the Giants, Harrison Bader. He's been a difference maker in this one with what he did back in the 6th.
No doubt, Boog, a huge 3-run homer, and it's one of the key moments in this game.
Bailey off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses. That's strike 2. Struck him out swinging. The high heat too much on that one. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
That's a ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
There's a strike. Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. That one missing inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Now it's Marcus Semien. There's a swing and a miss.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
That one well upstairs. And it's 2-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Inside, just missed. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. Good job to fight that one off. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Only 1 out remaining for the Mets. 2 down, bases empty. Luis Robert now 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Walker looking for his first save of the year.
Ball, low.
And a swing and a miss. Good eye in that spot.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And that misses. And now it's 3-2. Got him. That finishes the evening's action.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that this team is playing at right now, and that's one of those things you don't